While thousands of people die of malnutrition in underdeveloped countries of Africa, or Latin America, in more advanced societies the problem is excess food. Excess that is also accompanied by a poor quality of food.
Obesity and biomagnetism.
Malnutrition and obesity are the two sides of the coin, which describe the world situation in terms of nutrition in a simple and straightforward way. We see how this epidemic spreads regardless of social class, gender or race. The case of Asian immigrants is striking, because when they arrive in the United States they are slender people. But by adopting the eating habits of that country in 1 or 2 generations, the offspring already show the first symptoms of obesity. So we see that more than a genetic or physiological problem is due to a culture that promotes overeating and lack of exercise. Overweight is defined when a person has a weight much higher than expected according to their gender, age and height. Body mass index is the result of dividing height by weight. The following graph indicates the expected weight for men according to their age. We also have the graph to calculate the body mass index for women. As we can see, these figures can be calculated from childhood, since from a young age you can become overweight and begin to suffer the consequences of this state such as dyspnea, diabetes, etc. When the body mass index is well above the expected level, then we are already talking about morbid obesity, which is one that condemns the person to suffer serious diseases such as diabetes, heart problems, hypercholesterolemia, joint damage, among others. Prevention. I have been asked to make this video showing how biomagnetism can help correct these types of disorders. Before presenting the treatment with biomagnetism, it is important to clarify that there will be no magic treatment that can solve the problem of obesity if the person does not carry out a 180-degree change in their lifestyle. Obesity is a multifactorial problem that in most cases has its origin in various problems, such as physiological problems, either hormonal or food assimilation, or in psychological or even transgenerational problems. But as we mentioned, education and habits learned from childhood are the main components that we must change, since the truth is that, in most cases, people eat larger amounts than necessary and diets learned from childhood are usually neither balanced nor complete. It must be clarified that even being a slim person is not a guarantee of having a good diet, or of enjoying good health. The person may be within her weight and yet have excess sugars, fats, or vitamin and/or mineral deficiencies. Biomagnetism treatment. Let's review some biomagnetic pairs for the treatment of obesity. Digestive system disorders are usually the physiological causes most related to being overweight. The Benavides pair can help us regulate stomach function, while the vagus nerve pair will help there to be better communication between the brain and the digestive system. The special parent Elena, iliac. Iliac is also one of the first that can be applied, since it helps to regulate the functions of the digestive system, curing lazy bowel syndrome. Diabetes can also be associated with being overweight. In that case we can apply duodenum, kidney, or tail of pancreas, gluteal. Other biomagnetists have also applied stomach, spleen, pancreas, liver, and bladder iliac crest. As in other disorders, biomagnetism has detected pathogens directly related to the problem of being overweight. They are pancreas, pancreatic tail for adenovirus 36, iliac crest for Gambian trypanosome, stomach, pylorus for Clostridium perfringens, which causes digestive disorders and food intolerances. In the Biomagnetic Guide you will find more information about each of these pathogens. Hormonal disorders. In many cases, obesity can be due to hormonal disorders, so it is important to review some pairs related to the endocrine glands. The thyroid, through the thyroxine hormone, regulates cellular metabolism, that is, the amount of energy that our body will consume. An alteration of this gland can lead to being overweight. You can also test thyroid, scapula, thyroid, duodenum, thyroid, thymus, thyroid, cheekbone. Psycho-emotional pairs. The emotional pairs that we can test are stomach, heart, and stomach, liver, which applies in the case of polyphagia, or gluttony. This is simply the unbridled desire to eat. If you have bioenergetic and psychology management, you can continue to inquire about the emotional origin of this disorder. Since gluttony is an addiction to food, it will be appropriate to test the related pairs such as corpus callosum, occipital, polo, thyroid, and nucleus accumbens, navel. The pairs mentioned here are not the only ones that could be related to obesity, but they are the most frequently encountered. A complete and exhaustive test will always give better results, as well as a follow-up diet change program, exercise program, accompanied by weekly biomagnetism sessions. We hope this video has been to your liking. As always, we invite you to give us your opinion or suggest new topics. If you liked this video, give us a like. We invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell. Thanks for following us.